Oh, yeah.
Can you stream it?
Who you matching up with?
Okay. Can you stream it? I want to watch.
Who your point guard is right now? First48.
Sam, you could easily stream. You just choose not to.
Oh, y'all here running scrims. Man, I wish we could run. You know what? Fuck this team.
What happened with?
Damn.
What they doing, Wes?
They running scrimmages against each other.
Oh, be nice, huh?
Right? Must be nice. Never from who understands.
Nah, nigga. I'm always trying to say.
Exactly how them niggas are. Like, bro, niggas talking like that, they just want to win.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers.
You're right, but still, it's principle for the shoot. You could have talked to a nigga. This nigga came out of nowhere. I'm coming here.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We winning by 12, but it's just annoying because I can't get a fucking rebound. That's what I'm here for, a fucking week.
Like that.
Who the point guard on the other team, Wes?
What's that?
Not Wes. Sam, who the point guard on the other team? Oh, shit.
Hey, get 300! Get 300! Get 300!
Sam dude got a gang of niggas on the team now,
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check it out, read.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Party open?
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Rock up next. Weekend of party 3D.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
But he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers completes it to Davis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Yeah.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It did lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Oh, you heard that, Eric?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
I think they all just spread out.
Check 9, check 9. Check. Lucky.
It's just me and Fred in here.
51 the mic, boys, 51.
Dude.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Murray now on 1st down. Screen pass to Connor. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking deep for Adams. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
I had to lead a park. I had to lead my pulling team.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. They come out here in the I, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Green 18. 59, Mike to 59. I'm coming up. Right left. I'm coming after you. No. Green 89.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I'm scared. Check, 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 check.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 23 yards the pickup there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Check, 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 check. Teammate. Jump out. Hey, Delta.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set it up. 319. Watch the sled. Watch the sled. Yeah, live. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey, Mike, 15.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Yo. Hey, 88. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down.
319.
At the 41-yard line.
Switch. Yeah, live.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check 49. Back. Kelly, don't let Kelly. Mike 51. Look again.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams Touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after Punt gets something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, Connor looking for space. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, come on now.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cardinal first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey, you got three.
On second down now, it's Connor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Set. 53. Mike. Push him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. To throw is Murray. He may try and run, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught by Davis. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
Watch the whip. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Get set.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
I got you.
They'll go again to Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. They'll run on first down. Connor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Murray. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights. They've gone final now out in Kansas City. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over.